Are you guys as excited as Frederick is? Because Frederick's been bouncing off the GD walls today because there's a new Apple event. Okay, Big Mac's coming, probably a new AirTag accessory coming, and I don't know, like maybe something else because of the tagline for the event. Drop a like if you guys are excited. Hit subscribe for more. Let's go ahead and talk about it. My voice sounds really deep because I just woke up, but it's kind of sick. This is going to complete the fall trio. I remember so clearly everyone laughing at the fact that there could be 3 Apple events in the fall. And what did we get? One on September 15th, one on October 13th, and now this one is on November 10th. So Apple announced this on their website. They sent out, invites to everybody because it's going to be an online event held at their campus in Apple Park, actually in Cupertino on Apple Park. If you guys have watched an Apple event before, you could guess the time. It is 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time, and it's going to start then on November 10th. Interesting as well to me that Apple announced this on a Monday. The past 2 events had been announced exactly a week prior on a Tuesday. But with Election Day being tomorrow in the United States, I have a feeling Apple wanted to sort of get a small jump on the election cycle. So here we go. The Apple event is confirmed. It is happening. Okay, let's start off by taking a look at the invitation because this one is, to me, the most interesting, uninteresting invite we've gotten in a while. Like Apple a lot of the time hides Easter eggs. Like the dark blue color was very specifically chosen for the last invite. The text for the time flies tagline for the September event was clearly referring to an Apple Watch. This just says one more thing. Interesting to note though is that one more thing is always saved for the end of an Apple event. They never lead an event. They've never done a one more thing sort of whole event. And that seems to be what they're going to be doing here, is really just focusing on one more thing. So that's our first hint that this is like gonna be the Apple Macs made with silicon. We're gonna talk all about this in a second. But that's like the first reference to like, this is not gonna be a new iPad or just a new ordinary product from Apple. This is gonna be something totally different. This is the start of an entirely, basically new era for an Apple product, which is going to be the Mac. The background of this, though, I think is revealing more than you might think. Because at first I was like, oh, man, the colors, they really got me with the colors again. Which is like a fair perspective for somebody like me that is very easily persuaded by Apple's marketing. But, I'm just being honest. Then my neural networks in my brain made a direct connection to, I don't know, for me, what I would consider sort of a golden era for the Mac back in the day. I think we're about to enter a new golden era, but historically, do you guys remember that Mac startup video? And I don't know if I can play it because I'm afraid I'm going to get copy striked by Apple, and I really don't want to get copyright striked by Apple. But it was that intro video when you first turned on a Mac. It had like the welcome languages or hello floating in different texts and figures and characters. And then, I feel like it sort of was like a space vibe. And this reminds me of that, which I think is another reference at the Mac. And I think, based on what Apple's also done the past 2 times, that this is going to be the stock wallpaper design for at least one of the new Macs coming. Something else cool that Apple's done is for the last few events, if you've been on an iOS device and then tapped on the invite on apple.com, and then like you get this AR little Easter egg. And this was pretty sweet because it gives a lot more context for what's coming. So it's an Apple logo that glows and sits on the ground, and it opens up kind of like a MacBook, actually, if you take a look at this. I mean, take a look at this animation. It closes and it slowly opens like it's a MacBook screen, even like it's on a hinge. And then it just goes, whoosh, and all the light goes away just like a MacBook. So if that's not confirmation of what's coming, which is what we're getting into now, well, I mean, Apple has basically confirmed it's going to be a MacBook. And if you've been following Apple Mac news, then the big question has been, okay, but what new Macs are coming? And friend of the channel, personal pen pal, and generally amazing leaker, Love to Dream, who is nearly 90% accurate, he's been tweeting a lot of cryptic messages. Okay, it's like, what's up, what's happening? However, He shared some new news today, which is incredibly exciting, suggesting that Apple will not announce just one new 13-inch notebook at this event, but actually two new 13-inch notebooks. So there's a couple computers that will be including Apple Silicon, according to Love to Dream. And of course, Apple Silicon is Apple's own design chips. Just like Apple uses their own A14 processor in the iPhone, they're bringing that A14X architecture to the Mac. So that's why this is a big deal. We're expecting huge battery life, performance, and just great improvements across the board. That's the simplest way to describe it. So model-wise, we're expecting maybe 95 Mac suggests it could be a MacBook Pro and a MacBook Air, because Love to Dream said 13-inch times 2. So 2 new 13-inch MacBooks are coming at the event. And that sounds sort of right, but I actually just noticed last night and put out a big story on my site Apple Track about stock levels. And stock for the MacBook Air is actually totally good. The MacBook Air is completely in stock. But some models of the MacBook Pro are not shipping until December. So they're shipping very late. Now, I thought that this is a premonition of an event coming soon. Sure enough, 12 hours later, we get confirmation that an event is happening. So new MacBooks, it could be a MacBook Air, but the stock levels don't suggest that. I think Apple could potentially be bringing back the MacBook line, you know, that really light and thin laptop. I just feel like that would be such a great place to showcase Apple Silicon inside and to really show people what you can do in such a thin body with Apple's architecture. So I could see it being a MacBook Pro and a MacBook. The thing is, for me, I'm gonna get like one of these computers at least just to check it out and like unbox it, experience it, see the hype for Apple Silicon. But like, this is not gonna be my main computer. Like, I'm a 16-inch MacBook Pro user, a 27-inch iMac user. You know, I'm really excited for the bigger screen applications. So those are the two MacBooks we're expecting, and we think there could be a new design. I mean, maybe. I feel like there has to be, right, if Apple's putting their own chips inside. But I don't know, because we've also heard that the redesigned 14-inch MacBook Pro is coming next year. So it's a tough call, but it seems like Apple's sort of just going to be putting it in the current designs of MacBook Pro, pretty much for sure, and then maybe MacBook Air or the reincarnation of the MacBook line. But what about pricing for these computers? How is the pricing going to be? We have heard absolutely nothing about pricing. Well, until our favorite friend, Love to Dream, I think hinted at the Mac pricing just a day or two ago. On November 1st, Love to Dream cryptically tweeted, "Good price." And while he could be referring to AirTags, because that's the second thing that I think we're getting at this event, he is probably referring to the Apple Silicon MacBook. So I don't know if good price means with Apple's own chip architecture, they were able to cut costs and bring the price of the MacBook starting down, which would be really exciting. They almost made me say hella there. Or if, you know, he's talking about AirTags, the good price for AirTags. We don't exactly know, but the potential is here. I mean, if Apple is making more things and designing them and manufacturing them basically in-house, then they're saving money along the way while having more control over how the computer works. So Apple Silicon Macs could be less expensive, probably going to be two 13-inch models of some kind. Almost certainly going to be like two 13-inch models. Love to Dream's track record is really good. Okay, now I'm kind of torn on this next product that we might be seeing. Although Love to Dream and John Prosser around 80-something% accurate, really good as of late for this kind of stuff. And Love to Dream, who's got a really good track record, they've been talking about AirTags, which are going to be this augmented reality accessory product where you can see balloons pop up around a room as you scan and you're looking for lost items. It's going to be like a tile, like if you've ever seen a tile or like gifted that to your mom or something, or maybe just somebody else special in your life. But my mom's special to me. Mom, I hope you're whopping. Oh my, this AirTag, we've seen like the leaked UI right here, courtesy of Mac Rumors. They obtained it. It's going to be built into the Find My app. And John Prosser has said that iOS 14.3 will add support for this. Guys, I just don't know anymore, okay? And here's why. Here's why, after me telling you these were coming forever, I don't know if they're coming anymore. Like, I'm pretty sure they will be announced. but Apple said one more thing on the invite. They did not say two more things, which would have been a really clever way to hint that they're not done for the year and that they have two more product unveils coming. They just said one more thing. So yes, they could just say that's just the tagline. We're not even going to follow our own meta and announced whatever we wanted in addition to Apple Silicon Macs at this event. Or they could follow, their own line and be like, one more thing means one more product unveil, meaning just Silicon Macs, nothing else. So, man, I don't know. I also feel like the AirTag could be a good stocking stuffer, so it might be good for Apple to get it out. But also, there's a virus outside. Are people really losing their stuff? I don't know. So let me know what you think. Do you think AirTags are coming? Do you think this will just be a Mac event? And most importantly, are you excited? Guys, we've never gotten 3 Apple events in the fall, ever. Usually we're lucky to get one. We're lucky to get one. We got 2. And now we're looking at 3. Pretty big year for Apple. They've really pulled stuff together, and I can't wait. So November 10th, cash me outside for that because I will be inside covering the event. As always, I'm so ready. So we've been talking about these Macs for years. Okay, let's go. Drop a like if you're excited. Hit subscribe for more. And if you live in the US, you've got less than 24 hours to make up a plan for how you're going to get out to the polls and vote. This is the most important election of my lifetime. It's probably the most important election of yours. So go out, vote, and let's do this. Okay, let's do it. Let's vote, baby. I'm excited. All right. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. Catch you in my next video. Peace out.